FI consultant role in FIMM integrations. So before you understand FIMM integrations, you need to understand what is valuation area. So what do you mean by valuation area? So valuation area means it is a place where you want to evaluate your stock, your material. It is a point wherein it is a point where you evaluate your stock. 1 minute. Sorry. So valuation area is a point wherein you will evaluate the value of your stock. So valuation area can be either plant or company code. So either of the one you can select as a valuation area. Valuation area, either you can select as a plant or a company code. So I will open the SAP, go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, enterprise structure, definition, logistic general. It got disconnected 1 minute. Define valuation level here. So if you look at here, valuation level, valuation area is a plant, and valuation area can also be a company code. Either of the one option you have to select. So by default, valuation area as a plant is selected here. Okay. By default, valuation area as a plant is selected. So I will tell you what is the business impact. So if you select valuation area as a plant, what happens? The price of same material, okay, it will not be the same across plant. Okay, let's say the cost of raw material X in Hyderabad plant is 100 rupees per unit. Example. So the cost of same raw material X in Vizag plant it may be 110. It may be 110 or 120. Because see, let's say you have vendor in Hyderabad, okay? It is supplying you raw material X at rupees 100 per unit. So the same raw material X, if your vendor is supplying to the Vizag plant, will there not be change in the cost per unit of the same material? I'm asking you, both of you.
Sir, what is the question?
1 minute. One minute. Suppose one vendor is there in Hyderabad, okay? And you have two plants. One is in Hyderabad, one is in Vizag. So you have to purchase raw material X example from vendor. Okay. So while supplying, so the cost per unit of X raw material is 100 rupees in Hyderabad location. So if he is supplying the same raw material X in Vizag plant, will the price maybe change? Will the price be changed or it will not change?
Will change.
Yes, answer is correct. The reason could be transportation cost, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, correct. Whereas if you select company code as a valuation area, then the price of X raw material across the plant, okay, will be the same. Okay, you understand? If you select plant as a valuation area, then the price of same material will be different across different plant. But if you select company code as a valuation area, the price of the same raw material, it will be the same across plant. So what is the best suggestion is, always best suggestion is to select the plant as a valuation area. The reason being, you cannot ignore the transportation cost, right? So if you want to have the correct valuation of your stock, then you have to have plant as a valuation area. Okay. When in what case you can select company code as a valuation area means, if your company code is having only one plant, in that case you can suggest to the client to go company code as a valuation area. But in that case also SAP suggested not to have company code as a valuation area, because at this point of time your organization may have one plant for your company code, but in future if they established another plant, okay, in that case what happens, it is very difficult to switch from the company code as a from company code valuation area to the plant valuation area. So either of the case SAP has suggested to go plant as a valuation area. You understand what is valuation area now?
Yes, sir. Got it.
It is a place where you want to evaluate the value of your stock. So as per our first example, the value of our X raw material in Hyderabad plant is 100 per unit. Okay. Same way, the value of material X in Vizag plant is 110 per unit in Vizag plant. So it is getting differ. Whereas if you consider company code as a valuation area, it across the plant, it will be the same. The price of raw material will be the same, but this is not the correct practice. Even though your client is having only one plant at this point of time, but going forward, they may have one more plant also. So even though you have to suggest plant as a valuation area. Vasif, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
You should not have any doubt also, okay, in future. Now, after valuation area, we have another concept called valuation modifier. Valuation modifier means it is a group of valuation area. Means, let's say you have two plants, okay? One is in Hyderabad, one is in Vizag. You want to see the combined transaction of these two plants and want to post in a single GL account. Okay. In that case, you have to create one valuation modifier. Means with the help of valuation modifier, you will group your valuation area. Valuation area means plant. So you want to see your combined transaction for Hyderabad plant and Vizag plant and want to post in a single GL account. In that case, you have to group your valuation area with the help of valuation modifier. So basically valuation modifier is a group of valuation area. Let's say you have two plants, one is in Hyderabad, one is in Vizag. You have two more plants. You have another plant in Bangalore and another plant in Chhattisgarh. So as per your client requirement, you want to combine these two plants and want to have a transaction to be posted in the same single GL account, and you want to combine the transaction of these two plants and want to have posted in a single GL account. In that case, you have to create two valuation modifier. Let's say I'm assigning X1001 valuation modifier here to this plant and this plant. And for this, I'm assigning Y100, Y100. Sorry. So with the help of X100, so it will be combined because you are assigning X100 same value to both your valuation area. Same way, so this is called valuation modifier. Even if you go and if you check Y100, this valuation modifier you are assigning to both valuation area. So when I say valuation area means it is a plant. So I will show you in the system. Just check OBYC setting. If I select BSX, if I give the chart of account TA00, here system will ask valuation modifier and valuation class. Once I save, then I need to assign valuation modifier here, then valuation class and GL account. So do you understand now the meaning of valuation modifier? Then we can move ahead.
Got it, sir.
And where you need to assign, go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG. Material management, valuation and account assignment, account determination without wizard, group together valuation area. Execute. Here, see. See, we have created two plants yesterday, right? TAH0, TAVP. Imagine you want to have a separate transactions for this plant and this plant. So in that case, what you can do is X100. This is a text field, free definable field. You can give any value here, okay? Valuation grouping code means it's nothing but your valuation modifier. Let's say I'm assigning X100 here and Y100 here. What is the meaning of this? It means that you want to post the transaction of this plant in a separate GL account and this plant in a separate GL account. You don't want to combine it. That is why you have given the separate valuation grouping code. So valuation grouping code is nothing but your valuation modifier. So in case if you want to combine the transaction of this plant and this plant and want to post in a single GL account, then give here also X100. Then what happens when you go to OBYC? When you select the BSX example, enter. So here it will fetch the value. Here you have to give X100. Here you need to give valuation class and GL account. Do you understand now the concept of valuation modifier or valuation grouping code?
So, sir, what are we supposed to assign in that valuation class?
That is another topic. First, let me know you understand this valuation modifier or valuation grouping code.
Got it, sir.
We'll go in a sequence order. See, if you Aparna, if you don't understand valuation modifier, then it is of no use to go ahead. In case if you don't understand what is valuation area, it is of no use to understand valuation modifier. So I will tell everything in sequence order, no problem. What if you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, so with the help of valuation modifier or valuation grouping code, you want to combine the transaction of plants based on the valuation modifier and valuation grouping code. Then you have concept called valuation class. Now I am coming to your question. Valuation class. So sometime back, maybe yesterday, we have learned about material type. You remember? I said there are different types of material would be there. Raw material, semi-finished goods, finished goods, or packaging material, finished goods. Do you remember material type? Sometime yesterday we have done the configuration. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
For each
Yes.
material type, yeah, for each material type, you have to assign one valuation class. Let's say for raw material, we are creating one valuation class. Okay. Let's say TARM. For semi-finished good, TASF. Packaging goods, TAPK. Finished good, TAFG. So what happens once you create this? So for MM team, it will be the material type. For FI team, it will be the valuation class. So this based on the different types of material, okay, let's say you want to see transaction separately related to each and every material type. Then for each material type, you have to create separate valuation class. In case if you are creating the same valuation class for all material type, you will not be able to see the breakup of what is the raw material cost, what is the semi-finished good cost, what is the packaging cost, what is the finished goods. So what happens because of that, for each material type, you will create separate valuation class. In that, and to that valuation class, you will be assigning the GL account. Let's say GL account of raw material, GL account of semi-finished goods, then GL account of packing material, and then GL account of finished goods. So from the FI side, you will be creating 4 GL account, okay? And you will be assigning here in OB wise. See, X100, if we have created any valuation class, it should have been shown here, okay? So far, see, we have not created yet. Valuation class we have not created. Example, imagine this is our valuation class, Y raw material. Then with this combination of valuation modifier and valuation class, you will be assigning one GL account, XYZ GL account, okay? We'll create some GL account, we'll assign here. So are you clear with the concept of valuation class? Valuation class will be there to have a separate GL account for each kind of transaction. Okay. Imagine if you create the same valuation class. Imagine if you create same valuation class for all of your material type. In that case, you don't need to create four GL accounts, and you will not be able to see a transaction separately for the raw material, semi-finished goods, packaging material, and finished goods. In that case, you will have to assign only one GL account for material. Will that hold good? It does not look good. So that's the reason why you have to create one valuation class for each type of raw material. So material type is for MM people, MM department people, and valuation class is for finance people. So finance team, they will create one valuation class per material type, and to that valuation class, we'll assign the GL account. Hope you got it now. What is the use of valuation class? I want answer from both of you. If you understand, then I can go
Yes,
ahead with
sir.
another.
Got it,
Aparna,
sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
yeah, no problem. So now we have another concept called account category reference. So account category reference, it links material type with the valuation class. How it will link, I will show you. Go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG. So what we'll do, first we'll create one valuation modifier, okay? Material management, valuation and account assignment, account determination without it. First, group together valuation area. So we have already given the value x100 for both of our plant. It means that we want to see the combined transaction for these two plants. Okay, x100 is the valuation modifier or valuation grouping code. So valuation grouping code x100. Then valuation grouping code is also called as valuation modifier. Then we have valuation class. Go back. Define valuation class. So you have to define valuation class here. So SAP has given the standard valuation class as 3000. To this valuation class, account reference is also there. So you can create your own valuation class, or you can use the valuation class which is given standard by SAP. The choice is yours. Okay. So what we can do is we'll create our own for our better understanding. So first we'll check account reference category, account category reference. What is the meaning of this means? It is linking your valuation class with the material type. How it is linking? If you look at here, if you look at any valuation class, see 3000 valuation class example. To this, your account category reference 0001 is assigned. Same way, if you go to the material type here, if you go to the material type here, 0001 will be assigned to ROH. ROH is the standard see, ROH is the standard material type for raw material for which account category reference 0001 is assigned. And to the valuation class of raw material, see 0001 is assigned. With the help of account category reference, this 0001 it is linking to the valuation class 3000. At the same time, 0001 it is also linking to the material type. So with this, we can say that account category reference, it is linking your material type with the valuation class. Do you understand this concept now? What is the use of account category reference?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Yeah. So now so what we can do is we can use the same material type, or if you want, we can create our own. So we'll do one thing, account category reference. So we'll copy this. TARM will create for account category reference. ACR raw material for company code TA00. Same way, go back, account category reference for finished goods. So we'll copy TAFG. ACR finished goods TA00. So we have created separate account category reference. Then we'll create the valuation class also. Here in this valuation class, for raw material, we'll create our own TARM, same we'll create, and we'll assign the account category reference as TARM, whatever we have just created. Then raw material or TA00. Same way, we'll create one finished goods, valuation class for finished goods. $7920 is the standard valuation class. We are copying TAFG. TAFG. Then see, account category reference we have created as ACR. Raw material we have created as TARM, and finished goods TAFG. Same way we have created valuation class for raw material TRM, TFG. Okay, same way we have created. Now we have to create some GL account. GL account for raw material, then GRIR account, consumption GL account, then other GL account based on the requirement we'll create. Go to FS00. Two lakh 100 example. Select GL type as a balance sheet account. Account group as asset, short text, stock of raw material. Control data, only balance in local currency. Short key 0001. Stock for stock material account YB06. Post automatically. Save this. Then create GRIR account 100. It's a lab. It will come under liability. It's a balance sheet account. It's a liability account. GRIR account. GRIR account. Only balance in local currency. And you have to assign the tax category also for GRIR account. Posting without tax allowed. Sort key 001. Open item management. And GRIR account also you have a separate good receive invoice receipt clearing account, YB40. This is also post automatically. Then you have another GL account, let's say consumption GL account. So I have already created raw material consumption account. Okay. You can display it. Raw material consumption is already created. You have to assign the cost element category 1. Now we have to assign this GL account. So raw material GL account you have to assign BSX. Then GRR account WRX. Then consumption GL account GBB. So I will go to OBYC, go to BSX. It will ask for the chart of account, enter. Valuation modifier X100. Valuation class of raw material TARM. Then just now we have created the raw material GL account. Okay. Go back. Use WRX key for assigning the GRR account. Scroll down. WRX. Valuation modifier, valuation class. Save this. X100 for raw material TRM. GRR. Not this. 100. Save this. And for GBB you need to use to assign the consumption GL. So you have to select general modifier, valuation class. Save this. Valuation modifier X100. General modifier VBR. And this is raw material TARM. And this is the consumption GL account, raw material consumption GL account. Save this. So based on the requirement, we'll keep assigning the GL accounts. Okay.